I'm getting tired of your bullshit. I'm tired of your voice. I'm getting
Howdy, everybody, from the north and the south and the east and the west. I am RJ Smith, and this thing of ours is called Crazy News Reacts. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please hit the like, subscribe, but most importantly, turn on all notifications so that you guys are notified when I put out a new video. And for my 12,000 returning subscribers, I want to tell you we're gaining about 1,000 a day now. We are really rocketing to the moon. And I want to thank the subscribers who have come, because this is a really important channel where you learn stuff the media just won't show you. Or if they do, it's in a very short video. Now, this show is about sex offenders. I don't want you to see it as a trans problem or a gay problem. Just look at it as a problem that we are experiencing globally. The prevalence of sex abuse is difficult to determine, really, because it's often not reported. As a criminologist, I can tell you that there are certain mental issues that sex offenders have. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Children's Bureau report child maltreatment found that 9.2% of children were molested. So keep an open mind. Watch it for what it is, a news report on a global issue and not on a person or sect. My opinions don't matter here. I simply bring you the facts and we can talk about it and you can make comments, but in a rational adult way. So let's go.
Bloomington police officers were dispatched to a residence with an arrest warrant for Michelle, a transgender woman who was accused of sexually assaulting her 9-year-old daughter and 8-year-old son. Michelle earlier identified as James, but she had changed her name legally.
Hi there.
Somebody out there.
So we stopped.
My son?
Yeah, we stopped somebody that we thought was coming from this area.
Yeah, he came from here. He was just going to Miller Park to meet some friends, from what he told me.
Well, there's been some issues in the area with some stolen vehicles and some burglaries and some other stuff.
Okay.
So that's
He
why
just got home from school. He's been here and he literally just left, like maybe 5 minutes ago, to go up to Miller Park.
Okay.
So.
All right. Are you Michelle?
I am.
Okay. Also, you go by Michelle or you go by?
Michelle.
Okay. All right. Michelle, I need to let you know that you have a warrant for your arrest.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you step down here for me? We'll get you some shoes. Okay.
What do I have a warrant for?
So you have a warrant for predatory criminal sexual assault.
Is anybody in the house?
My son's going to be here. What time is it? Can you guys call my fiance on the
3:26?
phone, please? And let her know that because she needs to come home and get my son.
Yep.
What's her number?
I can get it for you
Hold on.
right there.
Let me double lock these.
Okay.
Put that forward for me. Just a second. There you go.
Yep.
Paul one, we're gonna have one in custody.
I'm sorry, I'm just cracking my knuckles. I'm sorry.
Fine, dude. Here, I don't know how.
Here, you just swipe up on it. Here, and then you can hit the middle piece. Yep, right there. Right there. No, you were on it right there. And then hit my love.
Look for my. Oh,
Right
that
there,
one.
Yep. And then call. He's gonna put it on speaker.
Do you need shoes?
That's all
Yeah, we'll
right.
get him some shoes.
James's daughter had accused him of sexually assaulting her regularly over the several years that she had lived with him. She stopped living with him in 2022, when the last incident had happened. The 9-year-old boy also revealed that his father had abused him regularly since he was 4 years old.
A few things to point out here that I think are very important for us to understand. And that's cops can lie in the commission of an investigation to uncover certain facts. You might think cops have to tell the truth all the time, and that's just not true. Now, we don't know what happened in James's early life, but we do know that 1 in 5 girls and 1 in 20 boys is a victim of sexual violence. That's a striking statistic, but true, according to the FBI. Now, there are 20% of adult females and 5 to 10% of males also recall having a sexual assault as a child. And during 1 year in the U.S., David Fickelhor, the director of Crimes Against Children Research Center, show that over the course of their lifetime, 28% of youth aged 14 to 17 had been sexually victimized. 28%. To put that in real numbers, there are 350 million people in the United States. Think about that. 20% as children. And of course, our children are most vulnerable between the ages of 7 and 13. Now, on a personal note, I was sexually abused when I was very, very young, 5 or 6 years old, I remember. Now, I'm not a transgender, but, it's just a fact. It's one of the reasons I also got into criminology, so I could study criminals, crime, statistics, and behavior. I hope when you come to this channel, I am able to teach you something from my vast 30 years of experience. So let's continue, eh?
So was it really break-ins, or is that a story?
No, that's a story.
Yeah, I figured.
So, go ahead and just take a seat for me, okay?
Let me call you right
No, I'm getting arrested
Take a seat.
now. Why?
for that
Take a seat.
I'm trying.
Take a seat.
For what?
You're on speaker, okay? This is Sergeant Shively with the Bloomington Police Department.
Hi.
So, Michelle has a warrant for criminal sexual assault. So, she's going to be going to the county jail.
Why is she getting arrested? There's been like nothing.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. Listen for me, okay? I'm letting you know that there was a warrant issued today. We are the middleman. I don't know anything about the case. We just go ahead and serve the warrants. Okay? So I'm letting you know that she's going to be going to the county jail.
Okay, where do I need to go?
Well,
You need to get Brayden. He's gonna be home. Michael needs to come home now.
where's Michael at?
He was going to Miller Park. That's who you guys ran into.
I'm going to hang up the phone, okay, ma'am?
So where do I need to go?
Honestly,
for Michelle?
there's nowhere to go.
Do I have a bond at all?
Yeah, well, your warrant is $1 million. So it'll be probably $1 million, 10%. So that's $100,000.
Yeah.
So
I'm not getting
that's
out.
what I'm saying. You don't need to go anywhere.
I'm not getting out, is what they're saying. That's so far.
Yeah, you'll have to go to court, and then she'll be able to make some phone calls.
Call
Okay.
Dad. Call Brian.
Prior to his arrest, James had learned of the accusations made against him through his ex-wife. He then destroyed his phone, which contained pornographic images that he showed his children while abusing them. Some of those nudes were of his ex-wife, who had parted ways with him after he came out as a transgender woman.
As a reporter and best-selling author of crime fiction, as you can see behind me, these are my bestsellers. I report the facts, and I've never been caught up in what I call community politicians, reporters in our mainstream media, MSNBC, Fox, CBS, ABC, NBC. Pretty much all of them now have a political slant. They just don't report the news straightforward. They report news which favors their particular viewpoint, which is really not reporting. In college, when I took journalism and English literature, they taught us to keep an open mind and never carry your own judgments over into reporting the news. And I would love to see that come back. Now, according to a 2003 National Institute of Justice report, 3 out of 4 adolescents who have been sexually abused knew the person who abused them. That same report showed that 1.6% of those who had been abused were between the ages of 12 and 17. And children who were sexually abused in their adolescent years were 13.7% more likely to experience this in college. Now, we know in the criminal justice system that a child that is a victim of prolonged sexual assault develops low self-esteem, a feeling of worthlessness, and an abnormal, distorted view of sexual roles. Most children become withdrawn and mistrustful of adults. And up to 90% have suicidal ideation, meaning suicidal thoughts, fantasies. And children who do not live in their homes, so people who are putting boys' homes, foster homes, things like that, people who are adopted. I can tell you from my own experience being dumped as a child that carries with you for the rest of your life. And nobody can ever add up to your mom and dad. No matter what foster home they're put in, they will always have mental issues regarding their sexual abuse, abandonment, and all of that. So I hope I was able to give you some knowledge into the mindset of a sexual offender. They usually go after the weak and vulnerable. They won't go after somebody they know that will hurt them. But listen, we have to all keep an open mind. We can't assume that everyone arrested of this is guilty, because there are issues where spouses, especially in divorce settings, make things up to try to get the kids and put away the other person. That does happen in about 2.6% of these cases. Just like the criminal justice system. Same thing. 2.8% of the people in prison are actually innocent. So We've got to be very careful when we place our feeling in this issue. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Now, hit the like, subscribe, and most important, what? Yes, turn on the notifications. You have to do that in order to be notified. And don't forget, tomorrow, 2 o'clock, I'll be right back here with a new story. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 2 o'clock, me and Ryan do the live stream, which you're going to really enjoy. I got a huge story for Saturday night. See you then. Bye.
Hands on this bag you have.